Hello and welcome to the Nobodies podcast.
Two nobodies talking absolute nonsense about absolute nonsense. I'm really sorry, but this week I've got to go straight into a rant, okay?
Right.
You might not understand, you might understand, I don't know. Grey cars,
Right.
okay? Not grey cars as in anthracite grey and metallic, grey cars.
The fuck is anthracite?
It's a dark grey. Gunmetal grey, fine. Silver, fine. But grey, just grey. You know, it looks like it's in primer. You must have seen, like, when you put primer onto paint cars.
Yeah, yeah.
That grey on a car. Why? Why?
I don't know.
It just looks like you have, you've just run out of money. You've gone, oh, I'm going to have this really elaborate colour on the car, and then the geezer from the paint shop's run you and said, really, oh, it's going to be X amount, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I've got enough. And he's like, well, I'll tell you what. Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to do the geezer voice. Mrs. told me I'm not allowed to do it. So he'll go, oh, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm going to make him posh now. I'm really sorry, but we'll just have to lacquer it instead. Is that okay? And then the person's gone, oh, that sounds fantastic. Let's do that. And it's like, that is how it is to me. I just don't understand it. I do not understand. It makes me, and I think I've touched on this before, it makes me want to get business cards from a paint shop,
Right.
lift up the window wiper and just put it on there and just be like, just a subtle hint to, your car's not finished. Why don't you go and get an actual colour put on it?
Do you tell people on social media? Is this like a hatred thing? Because I can picture you running around the town of Edenbridge with these little cars, fucking dishing them out like they're sweets to these bellends that have I get what you mean, because I've seen the videos where they put like a new bumper on a car and they get it all lacquered up and primered,
Yeah.
and it looks horrendous. And yeah, if that's the colour you're going with, I just don't think you've got a personality.
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly that. I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say, it is though. But I mean, we've touched on it as well. That is a problem with the modern era. Like, the personality department is lacking. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you go, like, have you seen, like, when they revamp like a house, it'll be like a nice, you know what I mean, like a nice Victorian house,
And they paint it grey.
yeah, and they just completely level the garden, so got like a nice path that's been there 300 years or something stupid,
Like cobblestones.
yeah, and they're like, do you know what? I nearly did the geezer voice again there. Do you know what? We'll just tear up this garden that's been here since, I don't know, since
1800.
or the Battle of Trafalgar.
Right.
Chuck it in a skip, and then just put down loads of stone. And then we'll get a car, we'll go out, we'll buy a car, we'll spend 50 grand on a car that isn't painted. And we'll put it on the drive. And then we'll have those silly lights that light up your roof and the floor. You put 4 of them across the front of it. Keep them on there. You know the ones I mean, you're an estate agent.
On like the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
On the old resin driveway, bruv.
Resin driveway, for fuck's sake, that's it. Yeah, classic, isn't it? The only way is Essex is your life. You are that geezer, do you know what I mean? You think you are Joey Essex. It's those types of people, isn't it? It's and the door is also grey.
The door's grey, the interior's grey, the carpets are grey. You just know the type, don't you? As soon as you see the old woman walk out the door, in your bedroom, you have got mirrors on every single surface. So when you're getting absolutely wellied by your old man and his tiny cock, you can see every angle.
His tiny cock. But the geezer, you know what it's like? His name's, sorry, I've got to do the geezer voice. His name's Mark, you know what I mean? He started off as he was a bit of a labourer, he was a brickie. You know what I mean? And he got involved and he started his own firm. You know what I mean? And he started making a few grand a year, and the missus stays at home, you know. But he does. He said, "Don't upset the missus. You know, she wants a resin driveway, brother. She gets a resin driveway. You know what I mean?" Anyway, sorry, mate. I've ranted. How have you been?
I've been alright, mate. To be fair, I know you went out with the boys the other night. I couldn't make it. It was the missus's birthday this week. The big 3-5.
What did you get her? Is it a Kevin the Caterpillar
Give him the cat.
Yeah, did you get one of them cakes, or what did
No,
you do?
I don't think we got a cake in the end. Just family around, cheeky Chinese. Little cheeky Chinese from the new Chinese shop. You got to celebrate these things, Evan. It doesn't matter if you're 35 or 95. You've got to celebrate these moments with family and what have you. But like I said, I don't know if you saw. I don't know how abreast you are of the news at the moment.
Not great. I mean, I have spent the last few years avoiding the news because of scaremongering and I think it was captured, for lack of a better term, for a long time, and also because I have quite a high moral standard, I suppose. That sounds a bit big-headed, but it's not. Like, that's the way I view it anyway. It kind of infuriates me with the way that people treat each other, and obviously they highlight a lot of the stuff that's going on. And
News at the moment is just generally fucked, isn't it? Like I say, all you see nowadays on the news is just death. And this country's gone to war. This country's gone to war. This paedophile has been arrested. Yeah. This murderer has killed 20 people and burnt all their corpses. Yeah. I saw something this week. Effectively, the big boy Putin. You know the man.
Big boy Putin.
Big boy Putin, brother. He's been flexing his muscles again. Admittedly, it's been through his. I think it's been through his one of his generals. Like I don't know what his name was. It was like Boris Arshachov or something, something like that. I don't know, some random Russian name. You know the type, like grizzly faced, no hair. I would imagine. I didn't see the picture, but you know the type. I know what you mean, looks like an absolute fun with legs.
Yeah.
So Putin's been flexing his muscles again. He's basically said that he's going to, if anyone comes near him, looks at him the wrong way, he's going to start a nuclear war because he's big and hard.
Oh, right.
Big hard geezer.
Yeah.
And they got me thinking, because I have an unfounded confidence that if Putin was to drop nukes on the UK,
right,
I would be fine. I've seen enough survival programs. I've played enough survival games that I have an unfounded confidence that I would be fine, and I would be able to survive fine in the wilderness with my family, hunting and staying alive when the world ends.
Right.
I've got no hunting experience. I hate camping.
Yeah. No. You're doing well so far, mate. Carry on.
But I've just got this. I've just got this unwarranted confidence that because I've played enough video games and watched enough end of world, like The Walking Dead, for example, I can survive an apocalypse. Right. But like I say, it's unfounded.
So if a nuclear bomb hits the southeast of England,
yeah, fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are we fine?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't take anything away from you. I'm just thinking, like, I don't. Maybe your lack of general knowledge of geography might actually come in, because you're not going to know. Let's face it, you'll be vaporised. You'll be like a shadow on the steps.
No, because they won't use the big boy. They'll use little one. So it doesn't explode when it hits the ground. It explodes like, I don't know, 50 metres up, 100 metres up, and then it just does.
Oh, it just poisons.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But we would know it's coming. We'd know it's coming. We'd get a text on our phone from the government, so you'd fucking get home from work, quick sharp, get the missus and the kids, jump in the back of the car, and then go down Cornwall saying it's nice down there.
Get in the back. Yeah, no, it is nice down there. Yeah. Alternatively, we could build a bunker. It might be a bit expensive.
Yeah, no, I don't think bunkers are effective. I saw another thing about that, about people. I suppose because it's getting a bit real now to a certain degree. I don't think anyone is going to be stupid enough to drop a nuclear bomb, because, like I say, I think NATO's like 15 countries or something stupid.
Yeah.
So if Putin ever pressed the red button, like, you're going to have like 15 other countries saying, "No, fuck you," and blowing them to kingdom come.
Yeah.
I've just got this unfounded confidence that I'd be absolutely fine.
The thing is with Russia, and I'm going to go back a little bit, is they've always been the same, effectively. Most of what they rely on front.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they come across as these emotionless people that will throw thousands and thousands of people at something, and and they don't care and stuff. But actually, they're not like that at all. You know, what I mean? They're actually, they've played the game for years. I mean, you go back to when St. Petersburg was founded, for example. The whole reason that happened is because the Swedish, which not a lot of people know, and I think I told you about this the other day, the Swedish actually pushed right into Russia. Like they took Finland, they had an empire. They got overzealous, overconfident, and they got pushed back by the Russians. And that's why they gained so much land. And then no one, after that point, Sweden were like, do you know what, I'm done with war.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be so laid back, I'm horizontal, and I'm going to be neutral and everything, and I'm not going to bother anymore. And that allowed Russia to keep that territory. And obviously, with that territory came, power over the people, and I would say wealth.
When you think of all the bad blood and Cold War and the Cuban Missile Crisis, to all that shit over the years,
it's just dick sizing, and that's the thing. So this I'm going to drop a nuclear bomb. It's like, okay, mate, sure, whatever. It could happen.
Yeah, it could happen.
It's highly unlikely because you're effectively shooting yourself in the foot, aren't you?
Oh yeah, At the end of the day, whoever presses the red button first, there's so many like coalitions now. Like I say, you've got NATO and what have you. There's so many other countries that if anyone, whether it was Putin or Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is, the chubby North Korean guy,
chubby North Korean guy,
or like Xiao Ming from China, whatever his name is, like if any of them pressed the big red button in the office, like they're just going to get wiped off the face of the planet by like 15 other countries.
Tying back into your nuclear premise from earlier,
it's not a premise. No, I'm going to survive, bruv.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You've seen Fallout.
Yeah, I've seen Fallout. Yeah. I've played the games. I've watched The Walking Dead. If there's a zombie apocalypse, I know what to do. Do you know? Yeah. In the head.
Sweet. Right, well, we're sorted.
Just don't get bitten.
I'll just come find you then. We'll be fine, mate.
We'll be golden.
Sorted. Yeah, okay. Well, moving on. The thing that is in the ether at the moment as well is obviously AI. Now, we've had a lot of fun with it. We've done tattoo designs. Yeah. We've asked it to do things where we did a picture of us two like here, and obviously to protect our identity, it changed us. And
I don't get that. That really fucking bugs me. Like I want like. I'm asking you to make me something, like to make me a picture, using the picture that I have fucking sent you. So why have you turned me into, like some of the pictures? I'll slide,
you look Mexican in one of them.
I'll slide them into the episode because some of the pictures
you've got to see these.
That AI has made are just horrendous.
In one of them, you're sat there and it's done, and you look like
ill.
You look like a Jewish man from New York.
Yeah. All I need is just the little hat. Like it's just I just don't get like.
It's great though. Like we had a laugh over it.
It's hilarious. Like some of the photos that he's created for us. Like you just kind of think like, what? Just why have you changed my image? Like I've given you an image to add to it or take it away. Why have you changed me? That's not what I've asked you to do. Yeah. but like I said, I know you're a little bit, like I said, naturally you're a bit more sceptical about things than me, and like I said, I know you're.
I'd say so. Yeah.
I know you like AI and you appreciate those use, but like I said, you're more sceptical of it than I am. Like I said, I love AI. I use it for everything.
Yeah. Have you seen those skits where they like, what if you use ChatGPT for everything?
No.
And it's like you're at an interview and it's like, hi, how are you? And then the guy types in, he's asked me, how are you? How do I respond? And then they're both doing it. And then it runs out because they're on the free version.
Yeah.
And they just sort of sit there looking at each other.
Got nothing to say.
We joke, but the social aspect in society is plummeting. So like people don't know how to talk. Like me and you talking here now to kids, they'd be sat there like that.
But they'd be doing it on their phone. So they'd be sat here like us, and they would have a full rather than just talking to the person. Yeah. Like my son, he would more like I said, he's more likely to sit here on his phone, texting what he could say in real life and instead of saying it, just texting it,
Yeah.
it baffles my. It's like with like dating, for example. Like, I appreciate AI.
Oh, go on, this is going to be interesting.
I appreciate AI.
The man in the long-term relationship talking about dating.
I appreciate AI will probably. It's not. I don't think it's quite there in terms of that. I know it obviously like catfishing.
No, it can't suck you off. Or
No, they
anything.
can't. No,
Hasn't got a vector tube.
A vector tube. I've heard some stories recently about people that have literally fallen in love with their AI. And you just kind of think like how you're asking it fucking questions.
It's so stupid. But then there's guys. Remember that from a few years ago? There's people that are so attracted to cars. There was this one guy that got stuck. He got his dick stuck in an exhaust pipe of a fucking Ferrari or something like that because he just wanted to make love to it. And I'm like, what?
They used to. You may have seen it. Like they used to be. Do you remember? It wasn't. I think it was like TMZ. There was like a TV channel in America called TMZ, and they did. And they had this like series. I found it. I saw it on Instagram the other day, and I followed the page. It did like a series of people like just being like falling in love or marrying random things. And there was this guy over in America, and they did a follow-up.
Of course. Yeah, where else would it be?
Yeah, and like so he's in like his mid-20s when they first filmed. This is like 10 years ago. Yeah, and he's in love with. He's got this like red Camaro that's called Chase. That he found that it was love at first sight. They met on they met at the for sale lot in like Ohio or something.
So you can understand if it was a Bumblebee, if it was a like Transformer or something, couldn't you? But
no, it's a fucking car. No, I can't understand it. But I literally, I can't
just playing devil's advocate, mate. I don't understand it.
No, on this occasion, no. And like, I just don't understand these people. Like, and it can only happen in America. Like there's the amount of episodes in this series is fucking ridiculous. But this particular guy, like I say, he's in one scene, like so he's like this, and he's like underneath the car, and like the car is here, and he's like underneath it, and he's like kissing the bumper. And he goes, "You're so handsome," and he's like caressing the bumper, and it's just
God.
like, and then
just stop. You're making me cringe.
They did a follow-up 10 years later, and they showed this picture of I don't know if where the car is in like a garage, saying the garage is collapsed, and I think that the caption on it was like Chase died in a tragic accident when the garage collapsed, and it's just like fuck off. It's so ridiculous. It could only happen in like buck nowhere America. I just don't get it.
Well, it's spreading, isn't it? Because of the internet. That's the thing as well. There's a stupidity epidemic.
Going back to dating, not that I know anything about dating, like I say. So
I think you're out of the game a little bit. I think you're on the subs bench.
I've been back in the fucking changing room for the last 18 years. What super sub?
Yeah.
but AI, like I say, hasn't quite branched into. I don't think it has anyway. Into like dating, for example.
No, it will get there though. I mean,
like I said, with dating, like I said, obviously, I've been in a relationship for 18 years now. So, I suppose, so the kids of today that that will sit here and will just text each other rather than speak to each other. Like I said, my son, he's the worst here. They'll have a friend over. His friend will be in his bedroom and he'll be on the front room just like doing nothing. But like I said, I wouldn't know. Like I'm kind of like that. Like if my missus kicked me out tomorrow and was like, fuck you, don't like you anymore, you're on your own, I wouldn't know how to speak to a woman. No. I'd have no idea what I'm doing. It'd be embarrassing. Like, can I buy you a drink, please, love? Can I buy you a drink? Will you come home with me?
You don't think I can't afford my own? You don't think I can't buy my own drinks? I've got a job, I suppose you think that I've got childbearing hips and I should just have children.
No, you don't have children. We discussed this last week.
Yeah.
You can have a job now. You can be a strong, independent woman. You can do what you like. But when you look at the world, I don't understand why any man would want to be a woman. But for the simple reason, and that's not because women aren't amazing. Obviously, they're amazing. They create miracles every day by giving us kids. Yeah. Like women are far better than men in almost every way.
But they've got a higher pain tolerance for a start.
But it's like so when you consider all the hardships that women have to go through every day, whether it be pay equality, not getting paid the same as men.
Yeah.
Whether it be, just walking down the street and you've got some random scaffolder, bruv, say, wolf whistling, saying, "You alright, girl? Get your tits out." Like what? I appreciate.
Doesn't happen as much anymore, but it probably still does happen.
But do you know what I mean? The amount of women that get accosted by random men, because they're wearing a short skirt. Oh, well, she wanted it. She wanted my cock inside. No, she didn't, mate. She wanted to wear what she wanted to wear. Now fuck off. So I appreciate, obviously, scaffolder, Big John, he's not going to be shouting and wolf whistling at an obvious transgender female, male. I don't know how to phrase it.
It could be anything.
But do you know what I mean? Like 9 times
it's like Minesweeper.
But day-to-day life, I just don't. It's just so much easier being a man. Like there's so many things we don't have to worry about. Yes, you've got the alpha male types, that want to start fights, and if you're a bit of a beta male, you might get. So I suppose you've got that aspect of being a man. But generally speaking, a man's life is so much easier. Like I said, I couldn't imagine a situation where I've got to walk down the street with the keys in my hand. Like I said, we've both got daughters. Your daughter is closer to it than mine. Yeah. Because obviously mine's still, my daughter's only 8. So, so I've still got let's say 8 years. Let's say until she's 16. She's 16. You've got 2. And she's going to be out. She's going to be out with boys. She's going to be out with her girls. Another 2 years after that, she's going to be 18. Yeah. And she's going to be out clubbing. She's going to be doing this, doing that, or going to university and being, hundreds of miles away potentially, depending if she goes to a university somewhere. Like I said, it scares me to death. Knowing that in a very quick time period, like my little girl, my little princess, my little girl is going to be out in this big, horrible world. Yeah. Which is just full of absolute wanker men.
Oh, well, true. Yeah, but the only thing you can do, mate, and the only thing that I plan on doing is just give them the tools that they need. So, for example,
pepper spray.
Yeah, give them a pepper spray and a what's the thing that you
little taser.
The taser. But yeah, you can do that. But I mean, like with Poppy, you can't always protect them, obviously. And you are right. And women do, if apparently if you ask pretty much any woman, they'll tell you that they've had a situation that they've been uncomfortable with.
100%.
But the only thing I can do is give her the tools. So, for example, I've asked her if she wants to do self-defence. She said yes recently, so I've got to look into that for her because that'll help. But also, she's savvy, she's smart. I'm hoping she'll know what to look for in a man. Do you know what I mean? So the only thing you can do, mate, is give them the tools, and obviously be around as much as you can. But ultimately, they will become adults, they'll become their own human beings. They lead their own lives. You will eventually have to take a back seat.
Oh, of course you will. And
like it's scary. I know it's
really scary. And like I said, I find it quite fascinating because obviously we've both got one of each. So so there is a part of me that's kind of fascinated to see. Obviously, there's a bit of an age gap between both our kids. Yeah. But I do find it fascinating to try to see how Connor's life will be as a man compared to his sister, and how her life will be as a girl. I do find that fascinating from the fact that we're going to get first-hand experience. But I know we've got really deep this episode. So I know there hasn't been many laughs this episode, but like I said, there's been a few things that have really that have really kind of been on our minds recently, and like I said, you see it in the news so often, don't you?
Yeah, of course you do.
And the thing is, you can't trust anyone. You can't even trust the fucking police force.
No.
Even they're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Fuck me.
I did hear that. I heard that as well.
Fucking PC plod picks up some random rapes her, murders her, and then or systemic racism in the force, or nonsense in the force. Like, you just can't fucking win.
Oh, no, you can't win, and that's the thing. And going back to that thing of like trying to, we're trying to get people into different fields. So predominantly, obviously, the nursery and stuff like that has been a female domain. And then, they're pushing for males to be in, they're pushing for females to be in more male-dominated things, like the police and the fire department and so on and so forth, or whatever. I mean, that's been happening for years, but there's more of a push for it, right? But then that happens, and then you get old matey who's been let in, and it turns out that he's a massive nonce, and he's nonced 40 kids, and you're like, thanks, mate. Thanks. On behalf of all men, you cunt.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that. Do you know what I mean? As if we don't get enough grief, you've now made it worse.
Yeah, like I said, admittedly, I've always had this opinion. I suppose it's an opinion or a thought. Like I've never trusted. I've only ever had it once. So when Sky's first place, well, she didn't go there long because she hated it. She was a little bit young. She was but I think she was just 2 or 2.5 when she went there, and she hated it. But there was a male. A male nursery teacher there, or whatever you want to call them, a guy that worked there.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like with the Scouts. It's like I've always, whenever I've seen a guy working at a nursery, the first thing that the first place my head goes to, nonce. I just can't help it because it's such a female dominated profession, obviously, because it's kids, like predominantly kids, teachers. I would imagine, obviously, the older you get.
Well, I've got a point on this, but I'll let you finish.
The older you get, obviously, the older you get in school, naturally, there's probably going to be a more of a mixture of male. It's probably a closer kind of percentage, maybe 60-40 male to female, or maybe even closer. But obviously, the younger you get, I couldn't think of anything worse than having to look after 20 screaming toddlers. Fuck that.
No. But kids are obviously more naive at a young age, and so obviously when you get to secondary school, you can have that. But again, going back to women and men should be celebrated for what they are. Yeah. And some of the women's. I mean, there are women out there, obviously, that are killers and are nonces and stuff like that. I mean, it does still happen, but it's a lot rarer, and that's because they naturally, obviously, with their chemical makeup
maternal
and obviously
instincts.
estrogen and stuff like that, and maternal instincts, exactly. They naturally have that. They naturally have more feelings than we do. We're more on the shark end of the scale. We have less. We tend to get more emotional as we get older because obviously science won't go into it. But the point is they're naturally geared up for it. So that should be that field, and they should get more money for it, and they should dominate it. And this is what I'm saying. So if you have something that's more geared up for a man, vice versa. Simple. Celebrate people for what they are, and have the 100%. People in the right place. Don't just have a man in a nursery
for the sake of it.
Yeah,
to make up the numbers.
To have this equality thing that you have on job forms now met. Oh yeah, well we let a man join because government says we have to. No, just fill it. If you feel that you need to fill your entire nursery with women because they are better with children and less likely to be an aunt, then just do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's madness. Anyway, we didn't. I just wanted to go on to AI again quickly because we went on a massive tangent.
We're still talking about AI.
No, we're not talking about AI, but we started on AI and we didn't touch. I suppose to just touch on it, around it up, or you can cut this out or whatever, is that's the way it's going. If we have quantum computing, which we'll have soon, and you mix that.
I still don't know what that is.
That is basically, I might get this wrong, I'm not sure, but a quantum computer is 10,000 times more powerful than the most powerful computer at the moment. That's how powerful it is. It is insane. You pair that with AI, you have trouble. And you think that nuclear is going to be bad. If this thing can control those, it might even get to a point where it decides that...
Like Terminator.
Yeah, that human life is bad for the planet and it'll blow us all up anyway.
We are fucking bad for the planet.
Of course, we are. But you see my point? Like, we've been warned. There's enough films about it. Terminator is a prime example. There's a few of them, right? That is something to obviously be wary of as well. But anyway, that's I'm done with that now. I just wanted to touch on it in that way, and as a caveat to your nuclear thing.
Yeah, as I said earlier, you're a lot more sceptical than I am. You're I suppose a lot less trusting of these things. Like I said, I love AI.
Yeah. I love it. I am wary.
I use AI for everything. Our podcast is fucking built on AI.
Predominantly. I mean, we've gone back and forth. Predominantly, you know, you have asked, but that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for. That, you know, to ask these questions, to get these ideas, to get these templates. That is what it's there for.
Yeah,
ultimately. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, I think used in the right way, AI. Ultimately, we can't escape it. AI is going to be, like I say, in 5 years' time, it's going to be much more advanced than it is now. So like I said, the amount of conspiracy theorists that think, you know, that hate AI, I think it's going to take over the world. I don't quite think it's ever going to get to that, but I don't know.
No.
But like I said, I think as a tool, I do believe AI can only be a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my opinion on it. Like I say, in terms of AI, like I say, I use it a lot for work. I use it a lot for this, whether it be to just with ideas and just to like. I like the fact that you can have a conversation with it, and I think that's why there are some weirdos out there that have fallen in love with their AI chatbot.
Yeah, it's socially awkward.
Because that's why because it tells you what you want to hear. If I go to ChatGPT and tell it I love it or whatever it may be, it will kind of reciprocate it in a way. I haven't tried.
No,
I did see something where someone kept on calling their AI. They gave it a name and kept on. So when they asked a question, they would say like, "John, can you answer this?" And I think it got to a point where even the AI said, "Can you stop calling me John?" so whether it is, whether it is sentient, who knows?
They call me Hope. They call me Stacy.
That's not my name.
It's not my name. It's not my name. No, fair enough. So yeah.
Have we had any listener submissions come in this week following last week's episode?
I believe we have. Yeah. I think that you've got them on here, haven't we? So let's have a little look here. Let's have a little look.
Fuck me, have you ever used an iPad before?
Probably not. It's so we got some listener submissions in this week. And,
thank you very much.
Yeah. And and I'm going to be pitching them to you this week because you pitched them to me last week.
I did, yeah. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to be on the other side of the tablet.
So right. So you ready for me to fire away?
I'm ready. You fire away, sweetheart.
So I might even match your energy.
That's right. I've got now. With your new boots on.
With my new boots.
Your new boots.
With me suede.
Your suede boots. You going to put those on OnlyFans? Do like a little bit of like.
Oh yeah. A little bit of leg and all.
A little bit of leg.
Right. Anyway, listener submission. Let's get into it. Right. We've got one here from Paul.
Hello, Paul.
And it's a would you rather. Right. Okay. So you ready for this one?
I'm ready. You fire away, darling.
Would you rather walk in on your parents having a surprisingly Kama Sutra style sex session, or have them walk in on you giving a motivational speech about why you're good at sex?
Oh, that's a tough one. But it might not be. It might not. It's a hard one. It might not be as hard as when the parents walk in. But
yeah, I was going to say it might get flaccid pretty quick.
That might be a mood killer. But I do have quite a big ego. Would I want to walk in on my mum and dad doing the Kama Sutra? Probably not. Like, don't get me wrong, both are fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
But purely based on my ego, the idea of someone coming in and fucking giving you right when you're fucking
Yeah.
Doing that, like getting a pep talk, it might give you that last little push that you need to get the job done.
Are you giving a motivational speach like about how you're good
at
sex?
Go on, son. Get in there, son.
Have you got like the big?
The big
five
finger.
fingers.
Yeah, they walk in doing
this.
Do
like cheerleading.
Go on, son. But yeah, so out of the two horrendous choices, it'd probably have to be the latter, I suppose, and that's actually purely based on my ego.
That's fair enough.
I think as a son or a daughter, I suppose it's probably easier to compartmentalise and get over your parents walking in on you as opposed to I don't care how old you are. I don't think any child.
Yeah, seeing your dad railing your mum is never quite a good experience. I don't think so. Yeah, so luckily we haven't given that emotional damage to our kids yet either.
No.
And hopefully it stays that way.
But you're not getting out of this. What would your choice be? To be fair, like I said, obviously you as you touched on earlier, obviously your mum raised you as a single parent. So had a couple of partners, bless her. So you've got probably a slightly bigger pool of memories to choose from.
Yeah, definitely. It's walls in houses aren't that thick.
No, they're not, are they?
No, they're really not.
They're never as thick as you want them to be when your parents are going at it.
They're not as thick as some of the people I know. I wish they fucking were. Probably the motivational speech. Yeah.
Everyone likes them. Everyone likes to be told they're doing a good job.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to. I think seeing. Yeah. I can't go any further than that.
The Kama Sutra is a bit in depth, isn't it?
Of course, yeah.
You don't want to walk in and your fucking parents are playing Twister
with their tongue. You're gonna have to cut all this out, you know that, don't you? Right. So moving on. Right. We have one from Kelly.
Ooh, Kelly.
Ooh.
Kelly.
All right. Is she Northern then, is she?
Well, she might be. I don't know.
Oh, she could be Irish. It's an Irish name.
I can't do an Irish accent.
No, don't. Please don't. We're probably in enough trouble. We're probably going to have to edit out enough of this episode without throwing in accents as well.
We did.
At least you didn't do a Chinese accent earlier.
Yeah, or a Japanese one.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good one. Yeah. We did, however, in the last episode talk about a Chinese man sort of cleaning and frosting your balls.
Japanese.
Oh, sorry.
That was it, Japanese toilets.
That was the one. Right. Would you rather be haunted by a ghost that reads your intrusive thoughts or one that loudly rates every decision you make?
Oh,
is that meant to be loudly narrates, I think?
Is the ghost that's haunting me? Is it saying my intrusive thoughts out loud to the public?
It reads your intrusive thoughts. No, it doesn't say that, but it does say, or one that loudly. It says rates, but I'm guessing that's going to be narrates.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
As in, he was going to the toilet. Like that.
So on that basis, there's like I said, clearly, what was the name of the person that put it in?
Oh, sorry, I missed the caveat at the end. It's out of 10. Oh, so one that loudly, it is rates. Sorry, it loudly rates your decisions out of 10.
Right, and who was the person that sent it in?
Kelly,
your question is shite.
Sorry, Kelly. Do better.
Yeah, do better, Kelly. So I'm going to change this slide. So a ghost that haunts you and reads your intrusive thoughts out loud, or one that rates all your decisions out loud.
Yeah, like when they do diving and they're like.
Yeah,
it's like a fucking 8 or a 5 or something.
Yeah,
like you've just railed the missus 3. It's been a while. 1.1.
You lasted 5 seconds.
What would you rather? Everyone knows. It's like a Gogglebox situation as well.
Oh,
so everyone can see him. There you go. I've thrown that in there. Sorry, Kelly, I've added onto it.
Yeah. See, like I said, with the intrusive thoughts thing. Obviously, they're intrusive thoughts, so you don't know what they're going to be.
Yeah, like if they're loudly narrating, for example, I wonder what would happen if that geezer threw himself under that bus.
Yeah.
And it's sort of coming out of you like a megaphone.
Like a megaphone,
it's going to be a bit embarrassing.
Yeah, because like no one else can see the ghost. Only you know it's there. So it just sounds like some random arsehole shouting, "Jump in front of the bus, you dickhead! No one cares. Just go and kill yourself." So but like rate your decisions. I make a lot of bad decisions.
I mean, I've known you a long time, and
so again, I think it boils down to the ego thing because, like I say, like intrusive thoughts.
Up at 6, staying up till 1 in the morning. 1
out of 10. I'd have to go with the life decision ones because, like I say, you just can't trust your intrusive thoughts. You could be watching a film about something. It could be anything about murdering people. It could be some all manner of depraved shit. And your brain just says, oh, I'm going to think that now. Oh, and so yeah, I don't know. No, fuck that. No, definitely the
marks out of 10.
The marks out of 10.
Yeah.
Because you can improve on it, can't you?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it, and it will help you. Yeah, I mean, do you want me to answer?
Well, that's the whole point, yeah.
Right, okay, so I'm going to go with the intrusive thoughts because I think it'd be funny. Because some of the things
until you're walking down the road and you see a girl in the distance on like a Saturday, and from like 20 metres away she looks 19. When you get there she's 13. And your intrusive thoughts are like, oh, she looks fit. Oh, fuck me, no.
Yeah, no, I mean that is a risk, but I think some of the things that pop into my head about people, because as you well know, I've learnt not to be so two-footed, but I can go in two-footed. I think it would just be hilarious because I would some of the stuff that would come out. In my head.
It could be really funny, to be fair.
Yeah.
But also get you into a lot of trouble. Like I say, if you're down the pub and you get intrusive thought, he looks like a fucking dickhead. Look at this belly.
Some sort of cunt. What's that, mate? and then obviously you're going to, and it goes, and you think again, I said, you're some sort of cunt. And then it would come out loud. I think you're some sort of cunt. Yeah. Right, anyway. And lastly, we have a confession, which is a bit different because last week we had all would you rathers, but we had this one thrown in. And this confession is from Terry.
Ooh,
close
Terry.
to Christmas as well. Hey, it's not Terry's, it's mine.
Oh, what, Terry's chocolate orange?
Yeah. Oh, have you seen they've made a plain chocolate one now?
No.
So it's a Terry's chocolate. Terry's chocolate.
Doesn't that defeat the niche that Terry's chocolate was Terry's chocolate orange and it's shaped like an orange?
Of course it does, but irony works these days, doesn't it? It's like having a vegan sausage roll that isn't a sausage roll. But anyway, so Terry's have now got a chocolate orange that is shaped like an orange.
Yeah, but it's just chocolate.
Isn't orange, it's just chocolate. Anyway, sorry Terry, just thought I'd go down the rabbit hole in that for a little bit. This is nearly Christmas after all.
It is indeed.
What are you saying to us? What are you saying, Terry? I lied about being allergic to coriander because I didn't want to hurt someone's feelings about their cooking. Now I've had to commit to the allergy for years. That's a bit of a rant. Okay. It's like, okay, I mean... how would you tackle that, Josh?
I feel Terry's pain because this is something that I would do because I am. I'm a lot better now, but I've always been a fussy eater.
You're allergic to cats though as well, aren't you?
I'm allergic to cats.
Yeah. Sorry, go on, mate. Yeah.
But I feel Terry's pain. This is something that I would definitely do. Like I am a massive avoider of things. Like if something can be avoided, whether it's a tough conversation or going to do something, if I can put it off and avoid it, I will.
Yeah.
I feel for Terry because this is definitely something that I would do. To be completely honest, that's just me.
Yeah. I don't know how
Admittedly, I've never heard of anyone being allergic to coriander. I don't know if that's a thing.
No, me neither. I mean, you can be allergic to all manner of things. I mean, I knew someone that was allergic to carrots. Yeah, but if you boiled them, it was fine. It's something to do with I don't know what was in it. I can't remember what it was that was in. I got a collagen, some kind of collagen.
Collagen is good for you.
No, but I think there's different types. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let us know. But in carrots, there's a certain one. If you boil it, it obviously gets rid of it, and so you could eat it. But if you ate a carrot without boiling it, you would have an allergic reaction.
There's some fucking freaks.
I know. But I just think, what does that even do to you? Do you come up in hives, or I'm intrigued. So what do you do? Do you take the day off work the next day, Terry? What's going on here, mate? You just put up with it for years because you can't. I mean, like you said, you feel for him because you understand because you don't like confrontation. For me, I mean, I would stop that immediately because you don't know what kind of damage that's doing, and also to go on what you said, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, but in the world we live in, you can be allergic to anything nowadays, can't you? It's just stupid.
Yeah, you can, except for bullshit.
Sorry, Terry, you're stupid.
Yes, and you're allowed to be allergic to anything except for bullshit. You're not allowed to call it out. That's, you have to swallow that whole, apparently.
or sweet corn and all.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, so we've read out all of those. Please send in some more, and I think that about wraps up.
Yeah.
the pod,
So
mate,
thank you for sending those in. Like I say, if you want if you want anything read out on the pod, like I say, whether it be like I said, would you rather's, confessions, you want our advice, so on and so forth, send those to the Nobodies Pod 2025 at gmail.com. Comment on or private message us on TikTok and Instagram, the Nobodies Podcast, and like I said, we will get them from there, and you will be, or maybe if you're lucky, featured on the pod like the people from the last 2 episodes. So get sending in. We'd love to hear from you. But yeah, I think
exactly.
that's a pod.
That's a wrap, mate. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you in the next one.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.